Like mother, like daughter, we know that your mom's medical history can provide important clues to your own, so it's important that you ask some questions now. Our Dr. Jennifer Ashton is here to tell us more. Good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
Happy early Mother's Day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Number one, basics. We have to know our mom's medical history.
Right, and you know what, and we're saying like mother, like daughter, but also like father, like son. The bottom line is you want to know your family's medical history. Most people don't.
What specific diseases should we be aware of?
Well, they're the big ones that affect all women, so specifically things like cancer. And in past generations, Maggie, a lot of moms didn't talk about cancers like breast cancer, uterine, ovarian cancer. They had a social stigma. They were almost taboo. So if your mom had a cancer, any type, you want to ask specifics. What type, how was it treated, when was it diagnosed? The other things, heart disease and stroke, the number 1 and 3 killers of women. So again, you want to play 20 questions, ask specific questions about it, what type of stroke and how is it treated, and lastly, diabetes, including diabetes of pregnancy. How old were they when they were diagnosed and what kind of treatment they've had? Very important.
If your mom had any of these things, are you more likely to have them too, or not necessarily?
Well, you're not a carbon copy of your mother. Obviously, you have a lot of the same genetic traits and predisposition, so it's one piece of the puzzle. It doesn't mean you'll exactly mirror her medical history, but absolutely it's a factor.
All right, let's go to the second question that we should ask our mom after her medical history. How difficult was your pregnancy? I asked my mom this one recently.
That's right, and I get this question all the time. So you want to ask about repeated miscarriages, whether twins run in the family, things like morning sickness. Again, genetic predisposition has been found to be part of the puzzle. So you want to find out how hers was. It may or may not be similar for your pregnancy.
All right, let's go to the next question. Mom, when did you start getting hot flashes?
Exactly. Now, the average age of menopause is 51, but it can range from 45 to 55. You want to find out from your mom, how old was she and how bad was her menopause? Doesn't mean you'll have the exact same experience,
but you should know.
Absolutely.
What other questions should we ask?
You want to ask your mother how tall she was when she was 21 and whether her height has changed. You're looking for clues about osteoporosis.
Oh, no.
Affects almost everyone as we age.
Do moms realize they've shrunk?
Well, if she doesn't, maybe it's time to get out the tape measure and find out. But again, if your mother has osteoporosis, it is a risk factor for yourself as well.
I know that your mom is a nurse. Right. What are some important medical lessons that Bammy, I don't even know her real name. What's her real name?
Dorothy.
Dorothy taught you.
You know, most of all, Maggie, she taught me to respect the human body and what a privilege it is to take care of someone, whether you're a doctor or a nurse, but also that a human being is so strong, men or women, and they can recover from a number of things so quickly. And I remember when I was pregnant with the kids, she said, this is such an amazing experience. The human body is just a miraculous thing. I definitely learned that from her.
She's so right about that.
She sure was.
Happy Mother's Day, Bammy, and my mom, Danya. And to you, Jen. Thank you so much.
You too, Mag.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.